Alright guys, so I just wanted to jump on here today and make a video about Twilight Masquerade, which is going to be the next Scarlet and Violet main set that comes out after Temporal Forces. It's coming out in May, I believe, towards the end of May. And I know it's early, but I kind of just want to talk about what I think this set will be. I do think it's potentially going to be a strong set. I mean, it looks promising from what we know so far, and it really just depends on what the other half of the cards are going to be, since we really only know about Crimson Haze so far, which we'll get into. Um, yeah, I guess I should just mention that now. Twilight Masquerade is going to be a combination of Crimson Haze, the Japanese set, and Mask of Change, the other Japanese set. So as you can see, we really only know cards from Crimson Haze, commons, uncommons. We won't talk about that too much right now. So we'll get into the IR Pokemon again. These are all from Crimson Haze. I really love this pincer right here on the left. Original 151 Pokemon. Obviously, I don't think it's going to be a huge card. You know, it's not going to be a massive chase or anything. Do I think it's going to do well as the Shiftry and Temporal Forces? No, but it's a cute card. I personally love the artwork. Original 151. I wouldn't be surprised if this card's in that, $5 to $20 range somewhere. And honestly, if I had to make a stronger guess, I would say somewhere between $10 and $20. Then you have stuff, like Torkoal, whatever. Some newer Pokemon that I'm not, too versed with. You have Infernape over here, which I really love. The Infernape actually in this set kind of gives me Blaziken Chilling Rain vibes. I'm not sure if it's like that for anyone else, but again, that's going to be a pretty cool card. I don't think it's going to be a massive chase or anything, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's around that, $10 to $20 range as well. And then we have a couple heavier hitters down here, which again aren't going to be huge cards, but they're going to be fan favorites. We have Eevee here on the right. I don't know if we're going to see any evolutions like Umbreon or Sylveon, but people love Eevee, fan favorite Pokemon. It's a great full art, IR card, so that's definitely going to carry some value. I wouldn't be surprised if that's over $20. And then over here you have the Hisuian Growlithe, which goes in combination with the SIR pairing, which we'll see here in a second, the trainer card. And everyone, when I go on Reddit, when I go on Instagram, and, see people commenting on these posts, people love this card. They're excited. They want to have it, which gives me confidence that it's going to have a decent amount of value as well. Obviously, it's not going to be a huge chase card. It's a Growlithe, but whatever. Full art supporters, full art trainers. We have Lana over here making the return to the TCG, and Perrin, however you say her name, with her camera. Some SIR Pokemon. We have Greninja. I'm not a huge fan of this art style where they kind of just have, splashy colors everywhere. To me, it's not my favorite thing. Some people I know will like it. It's going to be a decent card. Greninja's kind of a fan favorite as well. And then we have Blood Moon, Ursaluna, SIR. Unsurprising that we get one of these, since Crimson Haze is based on the Blood Moon Ursaluna. And then we have the SIR supporters. We have Lana getting SIR, which is pretty cool. Corphish and a couple other Pokemon, interesting. And then you have Perrin with her camera. And this is what I mean, guys. You can see the Hisuian Growlithe in the camera. So the cards are kind of paired, which I think is awesome. People are going to love that. Again, when you go on Instagram, when you go on TCG, people really fanboy over Perrin as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if this card is worth a decent chunk of change once this set comes out. Again, obviously it depends on pull rates, availability, all that jazz. And that's really all we know so far on this set in terms of cards, because we haven't really got much from Mask of Change yet. But again, guys, this could be popular, and I do want to say one thing. Mask of Change is going to be based on Ogerpon, which if you go right here, Ogerpon with the 4 masks, Mask of Change makes sense. I'm really looking forward to see, first of all, what full art promo we get in these ETBs. I did pre-order the ETBs, and I may or may not cancel. It really depends what that full art card looks like, the promo card. But even in the actual set, I'm really looking forward to seeing a nice SIR of Teal Mask Ogerpon. The whole set is based around her. She's a super popular legendary and a strong Pokemon from what I know in the game as well. I'm not sure if that's going to translate to the TCG. I'm not sure if that's going to translate to overall value. Do I think it's going to be like the Moonbreon? Obviously not. But it's going to be interesting. We're really moving into newer Pokemon, the newer generation, and Pokemon Company is really pushing these new Pokemon on us with these last few sets. Um, I'm all for it, to be honest. I obviously I love Umbreon, obviously I love Ho-Oh, Pikachu, all the oldies that I grew up with. But I understand when the new kids they're getting involved in Pokemon right now. They're all about Paldea, these new legendaries, all of that. So again, people like these cards, and we got to remember to put away our bias when we're investing, because again, it's difficult for us to understand if we didn't grow up with this, how people are going to be nostalgic for it in the future. But even outside of that, again, just basic investing into Pokemon, it's a set that has solid artwork. It's going to have some depth. We've obviously seen it's got some decent trainers, waifu, Eevee. So there are bases for this to be a strong set, and it really is going to depend on what we get in Mask of Change. I will make an update video when we know more on Mask of Change. Also, one other thing, the name Twilight Masquerade is just such an awesome name. Like that thing slaps so hard. So really, it's based around a new legendary. Awesome name. It's already got some decent Pokemon in it, some waifu. It could be a good set, guys. We've got to stay tuned, keep our eyes peeled for updates. Again, if you want to pre-order, just wait till it comes out. Do your own thing, do your own research. Like I said, full disclosure, I pre-ordered 4 ETBs. I'll let you guys know if I cancel them in the future. With that said, thanks for watching. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.